Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy Gullickson, and welcome to Godly Play. I'm your storyteller for tonight, and our story is Knowing Jesus in a New Way. It's the road to Emmaus. I'm going to change cameras here, and we'll be on our way. Okay. It's the season of Easter. Notice the color white. It's the time when we celebrate the mystery that Jesus died on the cross and God made him alive again. On the afternoon of the first Easter, we remember two of Jesus's followers who were making their way slowly down the road from Jerusalem to Emmaus, some 7 miles. They were sad. Jesus had died. They thought he would be their king. And as they walked, they must have been shaking their heads in wonder and talking about everything they had seen and everything that had happened. The cross, the empty tomb. What did it mean? A stranger joined them. They didn't really notice him at first until he said, "Well, what are you talking of?" And they said, "Well, are you the only person in Jerusalem who has not heard what has happened these last 3 days?" Well, what happened? Well, the cross, the empty tomb. There's been so much. You are foolish and slow of heart. And he opened the scriptures to them. And he read, "Do you remember how we were trapped in Egypt and Moses led us out through the water into freedom? And do you remember how we were trapped in our freedom in the desert and how God gave Moses the 10 commandments, the 10 best ways to guide us? Do you remember how we were trapped in exile and the prophets said a child would lead us and that someone would come and suffer and die so that we might be really alive?" And by this time, they were at the village of Emmaus. The miles had passed quickly. The stranger turned to leave, and the others said, "Stay with us." And so he did. And when they sat down to supper at the inn, the stranger took a piece of bread, blessed it, and broke it, and gave a piece to each of the men. And that was when they knew who he was. And in that moment, he was gone. The two sat talking for a while longer. And now they knew why their hearts had burned so when they walked with him on the road. They got up and hurried back to Jerusalem so that they could tell the others what had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. Jesus is alive. He is risen. The Lord is risen indeed. Now I wonder how Jesus's friends felt when Jesus died. I wonder how they knew Jesus was alive, or how they knew the person was Jesus. I wonder what it felt like to recognize Jesus in the breaking of the bread. I wonder if you have ever been close to bread like this. I wonder how it feels to know Jesus is alive. I wonder what it was like to tell others that Jesus is alive. Thank you so much for joining us for Godly Play. We'll see you next time.